Hey Kim, so if I follow your emails right, you did everything correct except for the rounding part, and you were off a little bit in your rounding. Now, here's probably why you were off in your rounding a bit. Now, first things first, I pulled up just a TI-83 calculator. Yours could be different, but we got to make sure, go into the mode, and make sure that you are in degree mode here because we're dealing with angles in degrees. So you have to make sure your calculator is in degree mode. The default for most calculators is radian mode, which is great for fractions and all kinds of neat things like that. Most of the time, 90% of the time, our calculator is in radian mode. But when we're working with angles in trig, in degrees, we got to be in degree mode. Okay, so that's like my first little point. Now, you quite rightly said that you got your formula for C1. You found out that that's 16 times the sine of 63. Now, be careful with entering all this stuff in your calculator. The calculator I'm using here is actually pretty powerful, but I'm just going to do the top part first, 16 times sine 63. Now keep in mind, if you did this as sine 63 times 16, if you don't put brackets around the 63, your calculator might multiply 16 and 63 and then take the sine of that, which will throw your answer off. So here it comes out to a crazy decimal. I'm then just going to hit the divide, and I'll divide that by the sine of 53. Okay, that's our sine A. And I'll close my brackets, and there's our answer right there, 17.85. Okay, so obviously we're asked to round this to one decimal place. Then when we're looking at 17.85, let me get my pen going here. 17.85. When we're asked to round to one decimal place, that's always one place to the right of the decimal. Okay, so we can put an imaginary little marker there or what have you. Then we look to the spot to the right. And basically, if it's 5 or over, we round up. If it's less than 5, we round off. So what that means here, because this next digit is a 5, I'm going to increase our rounding place by 1. So this is going to be 17.9, and then all of the other digits will go to 0. Everything to the right of that would be 0, but we don't ever write that. There's no point in writing all of those decimals, or all those zeros. Okay? So just that's kind of the tip to round. Put a little arrow there in your spot, look to the right, 5 or higher you round up, less than 5 round off. Now when I say less than 5 round off, let's take a look at the second answer you got. That came out to 3.822 is what our calculator would spit out. Again, we're going to look at the one decimal place, that's the spot we care about. We look to the right, this is less than 5, right? So this is going to be rounded off. So this is going to be 3.8. Our place stays the same, and everything else would be zeros. But again, we never write that. That's kind of basic, okay? So round up or off. Again, it's always just about the place we care about. And it's okay to put a little mark above it when you're getting used to rounding, or you could use a highlighter like I did here. Either method is really good. So that, I hope, will help you. Everything else looks really good in your process on these types of problems. Make sure your calculator is in degree mode, and then hopefully that'll help you with rounding. I hope that helps. If not, please let me know and we can chat about it some more. Thanks.